The lighting guy.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Everything serious, really.
He's the Thank you.
Am I in there?
Yeah, you were.
Cut me out.
I love you.
On my face seems like I'm praying the same old prayer every day, struggling with the same old stuff, thinking who can relate. Seems like there's no escape. Sin is crouching at my door, a roaring lion seeking to devour its prey.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little haul for you guys. I have a bunch of stuff that I said a little haul, and I said I got a bunch of stuff. I am going to show you guys what I got, as well as some things that I received for Mother's Day and also some things that were sent to me. So I'm just going to jump right into this video so we are not here so we're not here all night long. So I have this MAC bag, but the only thing that's inside of this MAC from bag is So the first thing I got was the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and this is in Soft Ochre. Everybody pretty much uses this as a base for their eyeshadows, so that's what I will be using it for. I'm pretty tan skin, and a lot of times when I put eyeshadows on my lids, they don't really show up, and someone was telling me that Soft Ochre Paint Pot is a really great way to make sure that my shadows are showing up when I'm doing my eyes. So that's why I picked this little guy up. Then the next thing I got is this loose setting powder in the color Translucent from Laura Mercier. I've heard so many good things about this, and I actually did use it under my eyes, and it's probably the best setting powder that I've ever used under my eyes. Usually when I put concealer under my eyes and I set under there, I usually see settling into my fine lines, but when I started using this, I don't see that anymore. So I did want to show you guys that I got this, and I actually was able to pick this up because I had enough Birchbox points. So if you are a member of Birchbox, then you know how the Birchbox point system works, but if you're not, then basically what happens is when you review products that you've received inside of your Birchbox, it gives you points, and I had enough points to get this bad boy. This was $37. It had a little bit over 30 Birchbox points as well as a coupon code, so I basically paid nothing for this. So I was really excited when I went into the Birchbox store and I wanted to see what I was going to get. I wanted to get something I knew that I was going to use, and I was just looking to see what would be the best product for me to buy. So I was doing a lot of research, and I found out that this was a really good setting powder, and it has not let me down. So I'm thankful that I got this, and I will have to let you guys know my full reviews on this product. But if you've seen other YouTube channels, then you've already known that this product is amazing, and I did try it, and I think it's amazing as well. So the next two items that I want to talk to you about are the Too Faced Soulmates blushing bronzers. I picked up mine in Carrie and Big and Ross and Rachel. I picked up mine in these, like there's a variety, and these are the two that I picked up. These were the only two that Too Faced makes, and again, they make Ross and Rachel and Carrie and Big, so I did pick up both because Nordstrom Rack had them for $11. If you guys know, these bad boys sell for $34 each, so to see Nordstrom Rack having them for $11 was a steal. So we picked up two of them, and we may have picked up a couple more for some giveaways later on in the channel, but we'll have to see. I'm going to talk to you guys about is actually something that was sent to me, and these two were sent to me by Desio contacts. I have seen so many raving reviews about these contact lenses. I did enter into a giveaway that they had, and I happened to win not one but two pairs. So I got Desert Dream and Smoky Gray. So you guys know already that I do wear contact lenses. My contacts are prescribed. My contacts are prescribed. I got these two in my prescription as well so that I would be able to see, but these are you know, seeing contacts, but they're also color contacts. Thank you, Desio Contacts, for sending me not one but two complimentary items. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to try these on and see how they look on. This is all the rave on YouTube right now. This is the Gilded Honey by Laura Geller. I will say that it is a stunning highlight. It's the highlight that I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I really do love this highlight. The only thing that I will say is I wish the packaging was a lot better. I mean, it's kind of cute, but at the same time, I think for the price, the packaging should have been a lot better, as well as the size. I feel like for the price that we pay for this thing should have been a little bigger. I have a 6-month-old, and if I place this in his hand, it fits perfectly in the palm of his hand, which is pretty funny to me. So this is a very tiny little highlighter, but a little does go a long way, and I love this on my cheekbones and down the center of my nose. It's just such a beautiful glow. And one thing about this is that it's really actually a very smooth consistency. It's not really like a powder. It just kind of feels like a silk. But you guys can see how pigmented that is. That's just 2 swipes of the finger down. But it's so pigmented and it's so beautiful. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. I've never had like MAC's Whisper of Gills or Estee Lauder Heat Wave, but I hear a lot of people that love those 2 highlighters are obsessed with this highlighter. So I'm not going to be obsessed with the highlighter just because I'm not going to be obsessed with the highlighter. But I will say that it is a beautiful, beautiful highlight. Very glad that I picked it up. The next 2 things that I got were from ColourPop, and I received the ColourPop Where the Light Is by Kathleen Lights. This is a quad. It comes with 4 different eyeshadow colors. This is Glow. This is Cornelius. Then we got Kathleen Lights and Blaze. So those are the 4 colors that come, and this is just such a beautiful palette, and I really honestly cannot wait to make a look with this, you know, to create a look with this palette, because I think this palette is gorgeous. It's my first ColourPop product, so I'm very excited to try this out. And yeah, I'm gonna have to let you guys know what I think. I will even do a tutorial using this quad right here, but it's just so beautiful and I'm so glad that I got it. So ColourPop was celebrating a birthday, and this was the birthday cake eyeshadow that they were sending out with every single order. So when my order was done and placed and ready to be sent to me, this went in the bag as well. So this was a free eyeshadow that I received from ColourPop. I apologize if you guys can hear the rain, but I live in Florida and it is raining so bad over here, and we are moving into tropical season, so it's going to be raining really hard. Summertime is usually like a hit or miss. It's either really beautiful and sunny or really terrible and rainy. The bad thing about the rain is that here in Florida we have something called palmetto bugs. In New York we call them big old cockroaches, but over here in Florida they want to give them fancy names, and so here their fancy name is palmetto bugs. And when it rains outside, they find their way inside of this house. And I think my husband and I talked about it in the husband tag because it's like my worst fear ever. And I want to say that last night I saw not 1 but 2 of those jammies. I was coming out of my bedroom and I was actually going to come upstairs to do some editing, and it was really late and everybody was asleep. I turned on the light to go up the stairs, and there staring back at me was this big old palmetto bug. All I know is that the next place I was in my bedroom hollering for my husband to go kill this bug. He got up, he went and killed it, and then later on in the morning there was another one, and I'm like, what is going on? But my husband told me that when it rains as bad as it's been raining, they are scattering, trying to find a place to live. I had spent too much time talking about water bugs, so I'm gonna move in to the next portion of the video. So the next place that I went to was Sephora. I did have some things that I purchased that I did end up returning to Sephora because I just didn't love them. So what I did was I just went and got some store credit and just was able to pick up some other things that I knew that I was going to like. So that is what this is. So I went inside of the Rewards Boutique and I picked this out, and this is the Marc Jacobs Blacker and More Plus. And basically it just comes with a mini highlighter gel crayon, a mini Magic precision pen eyeliner, a mini Omega lash volumizing mascara, and then this little mini lipstick that it has in here. I've heard so many great things about this eyeliner, especially that it's really great inside of your waterline and that it doesn't really transfer, so I'm excited to see if that's the case with this. So that was what I got with my 500 points from Sephora. Then from Makeup Forever, I picked up the Step 1 Base Mattifying Primer as well as number 2, which is the smoothing one. I got the small version of the smoothing one and then the larger version of the matte one. I kind of wish I would have gotten the smaller matte and then the larger one, the smoothing, because the smoothing one is the one that I kind of use like around my cheek area and just around where I feel like there's a lot of bumpiness and stuff just from the acne scarring. And then the mattifying one is just for around my T-zone, so that would be the only place that I would put that. But yeah, I got those 2. Then from Sephora, I did pick up the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. So my color is 4W1 Honey Bronze. So if you are an NC42 in MAC, or let's say you wear the NARS Weightless Foundation and you are the color Syracuse, if you were looking to try this specific, this might be what they color match you to, because I am those colors in those other foundations and this is my color in this foundation. So yeah, I got that. The last thing I got was the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. I got mine in the color SX08. I wear this underneath my foundation before I put all of my foundation on, but I feel like this works perfectly for concealing my blemishes and so on and so forth. So I really love this stuff. I do think that I'm gonna go for a shade lighter just because I want more of that highlight underneath my eye, and I feel like with this I don't get it. This is a very, very thick and pigmented product, so if you do purchase this, a little bit does go a long way. You might purchase this and be like, this is so tiny, like what? Because it's this little tiny thing. It is so little and so tiny, but I'll show you guys what it looks like inside. You can either use this as a foundation if you mix it with some moisturizer to thin it out a little bit, or you use it as a concealer, but it is super pigmented and super thick, so you just want to make sure that when you're using this product, you're not using so much. You just want to dip your brush in lightly and just put it and conceal on places that you need to conceal, and then blend that joint out, because if you don't, you'll definitely be able to see that you have a highlight. It will be very visible. But that is all the items from this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like haul videos, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
You tear me away, you tear me away from the hurt and from the pain. You call me by name, you ransom your claim, and through your blood I'm vindicated.